Greetings all you maniacs and minds on grimes. Welcome back to another Warframe weapon showcase. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Galatine Prime. Wow, this weapon was a pain in the ass for me to get, mostly because the relics really basically only drop from bounties on Cetus or the Orvalis, or specific missions in the Void. Why? That is obnoxious. Anyway. So here is the build. Now, I am using Weeping Wounds. If you don't have it, then, well, put in more critical chance, and then you're fine. So this is build I run most of the time. You don't need any form of this weapon because it comes with 2 V polarities. I am going to be using Temple Royale, but I also will, in fact, switch over to Cleaving Whirlwind. Just so you can see both stances. I don't really know of anyone that uses Rending Crane. I don't think it's that good of a stance, to be honest. It could use some touch-ups, but anyway. The Riven's disposition is 1 out of 5. Don't even fucking bother with Rivens. Don't even. Just generally, don't bother with them, but especially if it's 1 out of 5. So, Weeping Wounds is going to give me, I think, 100% status. I'm pretty sure it goes up to 100%, although it doesn't matter. So you see how... Look at these stats. What the fuck is this? Impact and puncture might as well not be there because slash is just so fucking high. And yes, condition overload is still going to be stronger than prime pressure point. Because slash and viral, that's 240% melee damage. And guess what? This is only 165%. It's stronger. And I will show you. Anyway. So, I think we all know what Temple Royale looks like. So I don't think I need to spend much time here. So let's just... I'm going to be spawning in level 135 because I can now. And let's see how fast this weapon kill these dudes. So I'm getting a whole heap ton of slash. And my status chance is going up and up and up. There's no way of tracking that, unfortunately. So yeah. It's not going to red crit like this, but as you see there, this weapon absolutely fucking shreds. And yeah. Is it better than the Grand Prime? It's more usable because the Grand Prime is slow as fuck. So with the Grand Prime, you need either Arcanes or you use Fury or Prime Fury with Berserker. I will say, though, the Grand Prime still has a Riven's disposition of 5 out of 5. I don't get why. Whatever. Go over to Cleaving Whirlwind. Now, Cleaving Whirlwind has its Broken Bowl combo. So this combo, which gives you like 300% extra melee damage. I don't know if it guarantees slash procs. I would have to double check that. But anyway. Yeah. That's a lot of slash procs. So with this build, like I said, you're not going to be seeing red crits, but orange crits are just fine. And because this thing also has Weeping Wounds with all this slash and viral, that's a lot of damage. That is an enormous amount of damage. So I said I'll show prime pressure point. All right, let's do that. And this is, and well, you're going to see what happens. So I'm still going to be getting all of this status procs and everything, all this damage. But you notice something. They're not quite dead yet. Guess why? Condition overload is stronger. Very good. Very good. Because condition overload is stronger. I've done a video on this, and I'm not going to spend any more time on it. So, yeah, slash ticks. You know why it's stronger? Because even though this thing doesn't get very much impact or puncture procs, it still gets them every now and then. And also, slash plus viral, this is 240% extra melee damage, and that is simply way more than prime pressure point. If prime pressure point was calculated differently than condition overload, which they're calculated the exact same, then I guess it really wouldn't matter at that point, but whatever. Now, obviously, with a weapon like this, there's many, many different ways. I'm just going to put Temple Royale back on. There's many different ways you can build it. Let me get those red numbers out of the way. So you can take off Weeping Wounds if you don't have it, and then put on True Steel. Just do this, and then you'll be getting red crits. But that's really only if you don't have Weeping Wounds. But if you have it, then, just go for this, and you'll be doing just fine. Although I will say, this type of setup is geared towards enemies that don't die in a few hits. So there is that. But since I do arbitrations a lot of the time and lich hunting and other high-level content, enemies typically don't die in 1 or 2 shots. So it's good to get the extra status chance and critical chance with Blood Rush. Anyway, you can do a gas build if you want. It will absolutely obliterate. You can do a corrosive build. It will obliterate. So anyway, now what we got to do is give it to Valkyr. And Valkyr has not only Eternal War, she also has Steel Charge, which is going to be giving me more melee damage. And in fact, I'm going to go full blender. So Cleaving Whirlwind it is. So Valkyr plus Cleaving Whirlwind is a hell of a combo, but I'm also going to show Gauss for the memes, because Gauss is even more insane. So again, they are level 135, but it really won't matter. They're done for. I don't have to do anything else. They bleed out. This weapon, man, oh my god. It's unvaulted now, so good luck with your relic farming. And also good luck with RNG, but good fucking god, this weapon. And what a time for this weapon to be unvaulted when Weeping Wounds is about. Fuck's sake, they planned that. They planned that. It's like, oh wait a minute, let's unvault the Galatine Prime, and let's put out Weeping Wounds at the same time. Because game balance. Anyway, let's bring out Gauss and let me get him geared up. So I obviously need to have my 4 active for this, and I'll be right back. So, these guys are going to get absolutely obliterated. Yeah. That was really, really fucking fast, and actually, I'm just going to spawn in more before my 4 runs out, because I can. So I'm just going to spawn in 20 of them and just go crazy. So, and keep in mind, these are corrupted heavy gunners. You don't see these guys very often. They have more health and armor than normal heavy gunners. So, and also this level is kind of nuts. Level 135 is definitely a level you don't see every single day. Even in arbitrations, I don't see it all the time. Uh-oh, my 4 ran out. I should have spawned 20 from the start. Anyway. Yeah, obliteration. Weapon doesn't care. So, that's basically it. One last thing I want to do, just for fun. I want to take Saryn with this weapon. So, this is my Saryn Prime. I finally got Saryn Prime. Basically, same meme build, but just a bit more meme, because I have Blind Rage on there as well. I don't have the max range, but I will eventually. Also, I think my fashion looks great. That is the most important thing in the game, is fashion. So let's just go nuts with the Galatine Prime against these poor dudes, and I'm going to be using Temple Royale. So every single enemy's infected. They have, more status towards Condition Overload. And I can do that. Do this combo for movement. And, yeah, they have their armor stripped. This is why Saryn is just insane. Oh, the entire map isn't allowed to have armor. Also, Toxin procs. Also, Corrosive procs. Also, Viral. Why is Saryn a frame? This is insane. That's probably why Saryn's going to get hit really hard with a nerf hammer. Which, I know, boohoo. But the thing is, they shouldn't nerf Saryn. They should buff content for Saryn. Because she needs higher level enemies. She needs enemies that take forever to kill with her abilities. Because, good holy fuck. Anyway, so that's basically the Galatine Prime. And one last thing I want to mention is the Gladiator set. If you want to do that, then you can get rid of Organ Shatter or keep it. And that way you could probably manage red crits with this build setup. No, not probably. You most likely can. Rivens. If you feel the need to go for a Riven, I would go for a crit chance, probably a little bit of range, but at the same time, melee now, everything has good range, so it doesn't matter too much. But again, 1 out of 5, don't even bother. It turns out, the less Riven's position of a weapon, the more expensive the Rivens are, which I find ridiculous. Because, yeah, I want to spend 5,000 fucking platinum on a Rubico Riven that basically just gives it like 10% more critical chance. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Yeah, totally worth it. No, it's not. And yet a Riven for like, I don't know, the Bratton might be only 100 plat, even though it might give it like over 100% critical chance. Anyway, which honestly I wouldn't mind a Riven for my Bratton Prime, because I really like that weapon. I think it's a good weapon. It's underrated. This sword I fucking adore. I'm so glad I got it, and I love this weapon. Is it my like favorite melee weapon in the game? No, I still kind of like some of my Zaws better, but this thing is absolutely fantastic. But of course, this thing has one problem. It's a prime weapon. May the RNG gods bless you. Luckily, you only need the blueprint, the handle, and the blade, and then you have everything. Thank fuck. And it only takes 12 hours to build. Thank fuck. But still, though, like, why are the relics, these relics specifically for Necros and Oberon Prime, all these relics, really only available from bounties? That's so weird. You'd think at least a few of them would be in, like, Disruption or something like that, but no. When are we going to get Disruption in the Void? I want Disruption in the Void, not only because it'd be fun as fuck and challenging, because Void enemies do, like, 200% more damage or something like that to you, so it would be really hard and a good challenge, but it would be so much easier to get a lot of these relics. It's a win-win. Everyone gets their prime junk a lot easier. The game gets more players, and there's more things to do. I don't see any negatives. Anyway, I adore this weapon. I love it. I love melee to pieces, and man, I like this way better than my Grand Prime. I love my Grand Prime. That thing is one of my joys, my guilty pleasures, but it's a slow bitch. So, one last thing. Why isn't there a Tenogen skin for Heavy Blades to make it look like the Fume Ultra Great Sword from Dark Souls 3? Missed opportunity, Tenogen dudes. Missed opportunity. Because that would be perfect for the Grand Prime. Anyway. So, that's the gist of it. I love this weapon. And I'm so glad I went after it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, in Trilby, we trust.